put your hand in mine. Follow me, let me waste your time. C'est la vie.
Ahí están los satélites. Esos son los satélites que monitorean todo lo referente a los próximos despegues, lanzamientos espaciales que va a haber en esta zona.
Impresionante.
Y aquí estamos en el Spaceport de SpaceX en Brownsville, Texas, Boca Chica para ser exacto. El día de hoy hablaremos un poco más a fondo y sin la turbulencia de la transmisión en vivo que tuvimos hace algunos días sobre Space Exploration Technologies Corporation, conocida como SpaceX. Esta es una empresa estadounidense de fabricación aeroespacial y de servicios de transporte espacial con sede en Hawthorne, California. Fue fundada en el año de 2002 por Elon Musk con el objetivo de reducir los costos de viajar al espacio para facilitar la colonización de Marte. Ese fue su punto de partida. Y bien, actualmente SpaceX tiene un sitio de lanzamiento en Boca Chica, Texas, que es un puerto espacial privado para SpaceX y se llama Starbase. Actualmente SpaceX está probando el Starship en Boca Chica, el cohete diseñado para misiones a Marte. A final de cuentas, cuando estamos hablando de este tipo de tecnología, es muy importante estar seguro de la confiabilidad. Es por ello que se ha trabajado en que este sitio sea un espacio sumamente aforable para todas las estrategias que se tienen planteadas para los lanzamientos que se estarán llevando a cabo en próximas fechas. Bienvenidos a Starbase. Estamos aquí en Boca Chica, en el condado de Cameron, y como se podrán dar cuenta, es el lugar de fabricación de los cohetes de alta generación, desde el Falcon X hacia los demás niveles que se están desarrollando. Lo importante de todo este desarrollo espacial hacia el planeta. Es muy interesante todo el desarrollo que se está haciendo aquí en Starbase como parte de SpaceX, la empresa de Elon Musk. Aquí estamos en el sur de Texas, muy cercano a lo que viene siendo la frontera con México.
No se deben de perder esta visita si tienen oportunidad. Van a poder ver no solo cohetes espaciales, sino también la plataforma y disfrutar de la playa. No se lo pierdan.
Bienvenidos a Starbase. Estamos en la base de lanzamiento estelar de la empresa SpaceX de Elon Musk. Estamos en la zona de Boca Chica, aquí muy cerca de Brownsville, en el condado de Cameron, en el estado de Texas, muy cercano a la frontera con México. Como podrán ver, está aquí la construcción de los cohetes del futuro, de estas naves espaciales que vamos a poder ver surcando los diferentes recónditos espacios que hay en este universo. Esta Starbase es la primera. SpaceX, la empresa de Elon Musk, ha estado trabajando para el lanzamiento de Starship. Obviamente se espera aprobaciones regulatorias y muchos otros trámites. Lo interesante de esto es que son los primeros ensayos que se hacen en esta frontera tejana con el objetivo de hacer el primer viaje orbital de prueba de la gigantesca nave para que pueda ir y regresar a la Luna. Esto llevará tiempo. Son los primeros testeos que se hacen, pero sin duda alguna esto posicionará fuertemente al sur de Texas. Según registros consultados por medios estadounidenses, se estima que la Agencia Federal de Aeronáutica Espacial permite el lanzamiento en este periodo del 2023. ¿Desde dónde? Desde la base costera de Boca Chica, construida en Brownsville, muy cerca de la Isla del Padre.
Estamos viendo es la plataforma de lanzamiento. Qué bonito se ve.
Hoy estamos viendo el futuro. Aquí vemos lo que va a ser una base de lanzamiento de aeronaves espaciales que van a surcar el universo. Estamos en Boca Chica, en el condado de Cameron, muy cerca de la ciudad de Brownsville, en el estado de Texas. Sin duda alguna estamos viendo historia, el principio de una nueva generación. Los spaceport serán los nuevos aeropuertos, pero en este caso interespaciales. En esta zona que hasta hace poco era inhóspita entre la frontera de México y Estados Unidos, en el estado de Texas, como podemos ver, se está construyendo el futuro. Sin duda alguna, ha sido complicada esta grabación, como podrán haberse dado cuenta, porque los vientos han sido muy fuertes. Sin embargo, hemos podido constatar todo lo que aquí se está fabricando y todo el futuro que está sucediendo. Bienvenidos de nueva cuenta.
Bienvenidos a la playa de Boca Beach, visitando Boca Chica, perdón. visitando el mar. Se ve muy bravo, pero muy, muy bonito. Con la próxima estación espacial, con todos los despegues que va a haber aquí, esto va a estar súper turístico en un par de años.
FAA licenses intact. Thanks.
We're at T-minus 5 minutes to our second launch attempt of the Starship 10 test flight. We counted down earlier today, but the computer stopped the countdown just before liftoff when the total thrust of the Raptor engine slightly exceeded the allowable limit. The SpaceX team determined the engines are good, and we decided to make another launch attempt. This will be a test flight of Starship to an altitude of 10 kilometers. Our goal is to gather data as the vehicle descends back to the landing pad on how well the flaps work to control the vehicle while it is horizontal. This again is Starship 10, one of a series of test vehicles that we are building to gather this data. T-minus 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Finishing up propellant loading, and we are now closing the fuel and LOX fill valves to the vehicle. Everything continues to look good on Starship 10. T-minus 1 minute and counting. Starship 10 continues to look good, ready for its test flight.
T-minus 30. Copy. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition. We have liftoff. All teams, triage alerts, please.
Signal suffer.
FC2, please prepare for section 35. OSC, FC1, LVN.
T plus 30 seconds, Starship 10 has liftoff. It's headed to 10 kilometers on its test flight from Boca Chica in Cameron County, Texas. Coming up on T plus 2 minutes, we're getting ready to transition from 3 engines to 2 engines firing on Starship. We'll be shutting 1 engine off. That's intentional. T plus 3 minutes and counting. Starship coming up on 8 kilometers altitude. We're getting ready to shut down the second engine. This is intentional. I'm clear. Oh, very nice, very nice. Okay, now to switch over to the header tank for the one engine. Okay, I'm going to come back up when we hit 10 kilometers right about in 3 seconds. Coming up on T plus 4 minutes, we're at 10 kilometers. We've gone into the hover. We're still being powered by the single Raptor engine. T plus 4 minutes and 40 seconds. Starship has transitioned. It's flipped to the horizontal mode, beginning the descent back to the landing zone. Coming up on 5 minutes, 45 seconds. We're down below 2 kilometers. We're preparing to light 3 Raptor engines to begin the flip sequence. It'll culminate with landing on the landing pad in Boca Chica. Third time's a charm, as the saying goes. We've had a successful soft touchdown on the landing pad. That's capping a beautiful test flight of Starship 10. As a reminder, the key point of today's test flight was to gather the data on controlling the vehicle while re-entering, and we were successful in doing so. We had a nominal ascent. We had the maneuver to place Starship horizontal when we reached 10 kilometers, right on time. And then during the subsonic entry, it appears we had good control of the vehicle using the front and aft flaps. And as we approached the landing pad, we successfully lit the 3 Raptor engines to perform that flip maneuver. And then we shut down 2 of them and landed on the single engine as planned, a beautiful soft landing of Starship on the landing pad at Boca Chica. Also, a congratulations to the Starship team in Texas. They've steadily increased the test launch cadence over the course of the program and have delivered some of the most exciting test flights many of us have seen in a long time. The Texas team has several more suborbital test vehicles in build, with number 11 ready to roll out to the pad in the very near future. It's an inspiring time for the future of human spaceflight. Thanks for joining us today, and we hope you'll join us for the next test flight of Starship 11. You're looking at Starship serial number 9 on the right. We are counting down for today's 10-kilometer test flight. We've just passed the T-minus 4-minute mark. We are currently loading liquid methane and liquid oxygen propellants onto Starship. Today's flight will be similar to our previous flight last December. T-minus 2 minutes, continuing to count down on the flight of Starship serial number 9. That's the vehicle on the right of your screen, currently venting. On the left is Starship serial number 10, which is also being checked out for a similar flight later this month. T-minus 1 minute to the launch of Starship serial number 9. Propellant loading is complete. Next event is retract of the quick disconnect from the flight vehicle.
Ten, nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Starship climbing to 10-kilometer altitude. View on the right shows 3 Raptor engines burning. Everything continues to look nominal right now for the stage and for propulsion. Seconds into flight, everything continues to be nominal with Starship. We're just passing through 3-kilometer altitude. Next major event is shutdown of engine number 3. Plus 2 minutes, flight continuing on Starship. As a reminder, this is a test flight to a 10-kilometer altitude. Engine number 3 shut down on time as planned. We're continuing to climb on 2 engines. Everything continues to go well with Starship.
Good engine performance so far. Shutdown.
T plus 3 minutes 20 seconds. We've shut down engine 2 on time. You saw that on the screen just a few seconds ago. Starship now climbing on the power of engine number 1, headed to the 10-kilometer altitude. T plus 4 minutes. Vehicle is at 10 kilometers. It is at apogee. We're continuing to throttle down engine number 1 to hold altitude. We're preparing for handover on the propellant tank. Four and a half minutes, we are handing off to the LOX tank. We are beginning to flip to horizontal. And the white cloud, the plume you were seeing was intentional. There is a liquid oxygen dump. We've now transitioned to horizontal and beginning the subsonic test portion of the flight, where we check out the aft and the forward flaps to hold the vehicle stability as we descend back to the landing pad. T plus 5.5 minutes. Starship continuing the subsonic descent, using the forward and aft flaps to control its attitude as we come back down to the landing pad. Everything continuing to go well in this portion of flight.
Land intro.
6 minutes, 10 seconds into flight. We're down beneath 1.5 kilometers. We're preparing to restart 2 engines, flip the vehicle vertical, then transition to 1 engine for the landing burn.
Oh, I see. Let's get cameras up.
Rolling to anomaly net and opening 3.911 at this time. We will start sweeping for fires.
As you can see from the scene, we had again another great flight up to the 10-kilometer apogee. We demonstrated the ability to transition the engines to the landing propellant tanks. The subsonic reentry looked very good and stable like we saw again last December, so we've got a lot of good data on flap control. And again, we've just got to work on that landing a little bit, but we'll find out from the team as they go through the data. We were in contact with telemetry all the way down. So all told, another great, and a reminder, this is a test flight, second time we've flown Starship in this configuration. We've got a lot of good data, and the primary objective to demonstrate control of the vehicle in the subsonic reentry look to be very good, and we will take a lot out of that. And with that, we're going to wrap up today's webcast. Thanks for logging on and watching, and we'll be back with another Starship in the near future.
I can feel my body cold against the concrete, but I can't seem to get enough. My mind is fixed on what it wants.
Give us a like about this video and subscribe to the channel. Thanks again and see you soon.